my God. That was going to be so loud, bro.
Came in.
Song?
It was going to be horrible.
We should update it. We should make a little song.
I don't know how to do that. Like, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. This is your host, Audio AB. Right next to me on the couch, I have my wonderful executive producer and co-host.
Jordan.
And right next to him, I have my wonderful co-host.
Omar.
So what's been going on, boys? What's been happening in the world, man?
Oh, my God.
It's been a minute since we've talked.
It has.
It has been. It's been a couple weeks.
I got a little automotive dispute out on the roads.
Oh my God! I feel like
Christ.
it's always one thing or the other with you and your cars, man.
I swear to God, dude,
happening?
it really is. I can't catch a break.
What's happening with your automotive?
Oh, dude,
dispute?
I had some shit the other day happen. Let me preface this before that.
Okay.
So I got a new car a couple of months ago, and I've been trying my very best not to be a bad boy on the road and not to get hit. But Houston drivers, they're just like magnets, dude. They just want to come to your car
Yeah.
and snuggle up next to it. So I was at a red light, right? It's like a 2-lane street, and then we're both at a red. Me and another car next to me at a red light. I'm like in the right lane, and we're both the first cars at the red light.
Mm-hmm.
The light turns green. This guy immediately turns into my lane. Immediately. Like, before we even cross under the lights. Didn't go fast at all either. I didn't see it coming at all. But the car, thank God, the system, like, it brakes for you.
Yeah.
So it broke for me. It braked it for me.
Break it for you.
And if it wasn't for that, bro, I don't think I would have hit the brakes in time because I didn't see it coming at all. Like, who would think that would happen?
That's crazy.
And he cut in front of me. Oh, I lost it, dude. It was after work. I fucking laid on him for like 15 seconds.
There's just the horn.
Yeah.
Just
On his ass, and then I pulled up next to him, and he didn't look at me. It was a dude and a girl in the passenger seat and a girl in the back seat, like all adults.
Oh
you
my
should have
God.
pointed the bitch in the backseat. She'd be like,
Bro.
get your mans.
Get your mans. I'm gonna beat his ass right
I'm gonna
now.
beat his ass right
He
now.
gets out. He's a huge ass dude. I was like, sorry, bro. Like, it's all right, man. It's all right. No big deal. Yeah, that really pissed me off. That might have been one of the closest someone's been to hitting me.
Damn.
Like in like the most ridiculous fashion. So now today.
Oh, my God.
Let's go get a haircut. Got a hairdo.
Ooh.
And I'm going back home, and this guy, I'm behind another car, and the car in front of this girl hits the brakes, like hard, right? I don't know if you want to turn left, but he missed the intersection, so he just kept going. So I honked, like not even that bad of a, just like it was a hard brake, and the girl in front of me also had to brake really hard, and the guy slows down and flicks me off. I said, "You son of a bitch."
A good old...
Bro, if I give you, like, you know, sometimes people's anger can get tested, and you
Yeah.
lay on the horn sometimes when maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But both of these times were very justified. And this one wasn't even that bad. It was just a regular honk. Flicks
my
me off. So I'm angry, right? It's hot. I got off of work. I went straight from work to go get a haircut, and then I'm speeding over here to come do the pod.
Uh-huh.
So I pull up next to him, right? And I lower my window. It's like a 40-year-old black dude. I lower my window, and I'm like this. I'm doing this, and he doesn't want to look at me for a second, and then he looks at me, and I'm doing like this, and he's like looks away and keeps looking back at me, and I'm like doing this, like, you hit your brakes, bro. Like, I'm not yelling at him, but I'm doing charades with him.
Yeah.
Telling him that he's wrong. I didn't flick him back off. I took the high road.
Oh, my God.
But I pulled him next to him, and I was like, what, bro? Like, what are you honking? What are you flicking me off for, you son of a bitch?
Bro, that's a dangerous game you're playing, bro.
It's not, because look, I don't do things like that unless people know that they were in the wrong, man. Like, if I pull up and I see someone and they got a ski mask on and they're fucking
They're just scheme and they're
and
driving
they're blaring
with a ski
Boosie or something like that, then, you know, maybe I'll be a little more
You're
cautious.
maybe a little more calm.
Yeah, or like if they're like in a big ass truck and
Yeah,
it's
but who knows, man? What if you come
skinhead
out?
dude.
What if you come out all aggressive and then they fucking hold a gun up to their fucking shit?
Dude,
Oh,
that
dude.
has happened to me before.
Has it
No
really?
way.
I was in the car with somebody, and they were driving, and the other person was completely in the wrong. Like, they did some wild shit, and I think they cut us off hella slow. And so my friend, he like goes in the other lane to like try to get around him, but then the guy's like, I forgot what happened, but the guy ends up in front of us. He's in front of us, and he changes to the lane on the other side, and he lowers his window, and he just puts the gun outside the window.
Oh, man.
And I look at him, and I just start dying laughing. And then he's like, man, I wish I had a gun right now. I'd shoot that motherfucker. I said, wait, hold on.
Hold on, we're not
What
getting
is
the
that?
shootout right here in traffic, bro.
A Wild West shootout in
Dude.
traffic.
In traffic where you can't go anywhere.
And it was nighttime.
I
It was like
saw-
11 at night.
I saw a video. It was here in Houston, and it was like gridlock traffic in downtown. Like shit, sometimes shit just gets bumper to bumper. I think it was
Yeah.
like in the morning. It was this dude in you know, like BMW has those little, they almost like Mini Coopers.
Yeah,
I mean, like the little, really, really small
Little
BMWs.
black and gray ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like really, really small. It looks almost like that. He was in one of those
Little cutie pies.
little cutie pie BMWs, and he was like a swole black dude, and he gets out and he's like yelling at somebody who's like in the right lane right next to him for some reason, and he's holding a shotgun.
He's outside of the car holding the shotgun.
Outside of the car holding a shotgun, yelling at this guy.
That's
and
hilarious.
because it's like a car of, it looks like or a truck of like workers. It looks like it's like 3 dudes in there. One of them, like one of the passengers, he gets out and goes up to the dude with a shotgun and like he puts his arm on him. He's like, chill, dude, like chill, like don't fucking shoot anybody.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And he's like, relax. And then the guy fucking puts his shotgun back in the trunk and keeps yelling. And
That's kind of
Yeah.
terrifying, dude, because you can't go anywhere. Like the person that's getting the shotgun pointed at him.
And one shot, he could kill everybody.
Exactly,
Oh,
dude. He could fuck some shit up with
That
that
spread
thing.
is
a
crazy.
point blank range shotgun blast.
That's
Yeah.
gonna. Oh, imagine the balls on the dude who got out of the car and was like, all right, let me de-escalate this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turns around and shoots his friend.
Dude, right?
Oh, it was another person.
So
Like
there
a
were
third party?
There were 3 people in the truck.
Oh,
and the
okay.
guy was yelling at the driver of the truck. But
I
one of
see.
the dudes in the truck got out and was like, "Oh shit! Like I need to like de-escalate."
De-escalate.
Like the person that he's not with the dude with the shotgun. This is like the other car.
Yes, the other car.
That is very
the
ballsy.
car that he's mad at.
Yeah. Imagine he makes a step. Don't fucking move.
Don't
I'll
you
blast
fucking-
you away.
I'll fucking sing it to another
Bro, this
universe.
is all happening in traffic.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone can see. People really lose their minds on the road sometimes. Dude.
Yes,
Like if
bro.
a cop saw that, you're going to jail, dude.
Sometimes shit is provoked though. Like I saw another video of, it was these young kids, bro, and they pulled up to like, I think they were like in a Walmart parking lot or like a Costco parking lot.
Yeah.
And they had like a gasoline canister, like the red one, but there wasn't any gasoline in it. It was just water.
Mhm.
But you couldn't tell that if you looked from the outside. It would look like a gasoline canister, and they were pouring it on top of cars.
Oh, I saw that.
Y'all are dying.
Dude, they were
That's
pouring on top
stupid
of
shit.
cars. They did it on this truck, and this like the white dude was walking up. He opens the door and he pulls out a gun,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Do you want to die or some shit?"
Oh, yeah, say some crazy. It was like an old white dude with
They're
a
like,
mustache.
"It's water, it's water." Yeah, he's an old white dude with the mustache.
Water
He's
my
like-
ass, bro.
they were
You
like-
getting shot in this parking lot.
He was
For
like,
real, bro.
"It better be, or you're gonna lose your life," or something like
Yeah,
that.
and then they call him a pussy.
They did.
Yeah, they're like pussy. I'm like, how
Come
is he a
on, bro.
pussy? He has a gun.
This is what kids are doing nowadays, man. This is what, like, listen, we had our fair share of pranks when we were kids, but we stopped at like 14, 15, I think. And even then, it wasn't these kind of pranks. Like they'll go up to people like at the store and put like a basket on their head and turn away,
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
and they just want to get famous. And I'm like,
These kids are like, they're like 19.
go to
bro.
school,
Like
bro. Do
18,
your
19.
homework.
Go to school, bro.
Like, I know you want to make it big, but it just seems like such a waste
Nah,
of
man.
It be
life.
full ass grown ups, like whole 21-year-olds be doing pranks in Walmart.
The way they
Can you
see it
imagine
is
how
like-
many times they did that to get a good take of a person reacting the way they want them to?
They're probably out there
my
for
God.
hours.
They're out there for, and the people in Walmart are probably trying to kick them out every 30 minutes. Like, bro, we told y'all to leave. Can you please stop putting baskets on other people's heads?
I hate that
Dude,
shit.
I would be fucking. If I see someone pouring what looks like gasoline on my car,
Yeah,
I'm gonna want to kill them.
that's
Yeah.
a really bad one.
That's a horrible one.
That's awful. Yeah, I would be very fucking. And they're
Yeah.
looking at me and smiling while they do it. I'd be so angry,
Dude, I saw a video of these 3 young blokes in the UK. they legit. They just walk into people's houses.
I saw that.
saw that
video.
too.
They walk into these white people's house. Like the lady's in the front gardening, and like they just walk into the front door, and she's like, Steven. She's calling for her husband, who's like, it's like a 3 or 4 story like townhouse. So I think he's like downstairs.
Yeah.
And the guy comes like running up the stairs, and he's like, "You're gonna have to leave, man. I have kids." One of the guys sits down on the couch and puts his feet on the coffee table, bro.
Bro, that shit is
Bro.
bonkers.
You go into
dude.
the wrong place, someone's gonna literally beat the shit out of you.
I know, bro.
Like, I don't even know they have guns over there in the UK. But
Nah,
you
they
step
don't.
Into, you mess with the wrong person, some burly dude's gonna come out and fucking kill it. Because I saw the people that you are talking about. I didn't see the videos. I didn't know they were doing all that in front of the people.
Yeah.
Dude,
I thought they were
yes.
doing that like to not vacant houses, but to houses where
No.
they were scoping them out and waiting for the person to leave or just tugging on
It
doorknobs.
was
The lady-
any house.
The lady was there gardening. He walks. The 3 of them walk past her into their house.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. If
Fucking
3 people
nuts.
just walk into my house and I have a gun, I
You're
just might shoot.
dying.
Yeah.
I just might shoot
But over
somebody,
there,
bro.
none of the motherfuckers have guns, bro. All they got is knives. If that was
Yeah.
in Texas, bro, they would have blown their ass
And the
away.
people in the video, they look like sweet adults, like
Yeah.
normal
Dude.
ass people. Like,
Maybe they scope out the house because they can't go into the wrong house because that's death.
They probably,
They probably
know,
knew
they
whose
were,
house it
They
was.
were older people. They probably
Yeah.
looked like they were in their 50s or late 40s or something. Like
that's
they
crazy
were,
talk, dude.
One of you motherfuckers do that shit and walk up on me in Walmart. I don't like when people talk to me at all in Walmart.
Yeah.
So you do a prank on me?
What if I'm having a
bro?
terrible day, bro? What
Clean
if,
up on aisle 5.
What am I fucking?
clean up the brains on aisle
Clean up the
5.
brains.
you gonna
Mur-
baby
You're
him?
gonna baby. You're gonna
You
murder
gonna
somebody in
baby him?
Walmart?
Pop him in the Walmart aisle?
Do
Murder
not talk
somebody.
to me at Walmart, dog.
Wait, so
I
why did he
swear.
murder the guy in the Walmart?
Well,
I
hold
think
on.
the other guy was trying to shoot him.
What aisle do y'all think he killed him in?
It wasn't even in the aisle. It was like in the walk-in.
Damn.
It was
Oh
like
man,
the-
the greeter probably saw all that shit.
Oh my god. A
Hey,
lady's
watch the
walking.
baby shoot it.
Why should the baby shoot somebody
Is that
down?
the baby? I think the guy kept nagging him for like an autograph, but was being kind of aggressive about it. And
I think
Give me the autograph.
yeah,
No, it was either that or like he was trying to protect himself. I think.
he was definitely. I mean, he made it out. Like it was whatever
self-defense.
self
I'm sure there was
defense.
like
yeah.
a video and shit.
But
Like,
Yeah, it was all on
if-
video.
I'm pretty sure it was like a fan. I don't know what they were doing, but they were like hounding him, like
Yeah.
as he was walking through Walmart. I don't know.
they died.
They died.
They died.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
They killed him. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
actually kind of cool.
it is kind of cool.
Baby's
but-
cool.
I
man.
kind of like the baby a little bit more now.
But what if the guy didn't even deserve all that? Like, what if he was pestering
Nah,
him?
he deserved the smoke, bro.
He
It was
deserves to
all
get
on
popped in
video.
the Walmart?
It was all on video.
You can't nag people, man.
Like he went to court and shit, and they found him like okay.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything was like solved.
And yeah, I
He
mean,
was justified.
It
like
was
a rapper.
justified.
Like I feel like they'd want to lock him up if they could.
Yeah,
You know?
Of
but
course.
I think they knew it was for self-defense and shit.
Yeah, that's
It's funny
fucking-
how he dodged the whole case and then like the gay people got him out the game. That's
I
pretty
know
funny.
that's how he got fucking got. He got
And it was
got
all
by
his
the
fault.
gays.
he did say some wild shit.
it was
though.
all his fault.
He had just a fine life. He wasn't really skyrocketing anymore, but he was chilling.
Ew.
And then he
Yeah,
just
it's a
started
little-
talking about AIDS.
He had his little fan base. He had his little loyal fans.
He had his
Guys,
loyal
let's
fans.
talk about AIDS and who was sucking dick in the parking lot. Who's doing it out there?
Who's doing it? Then get out the show right now. I don't want to perform for you. I don't want you on my show.
It's so random.
What a crazy thing to say. All these people in the crowd, they're just like, what?
Everybody's like, wait, what is going on?
Yeah, that's fucking
I
crazy.
bet you so
talk.
many people were confused. They're like, "What? What is he saying? Why?
Dog.
What does it have to? Why does that? What does it have to do with anything?"
Yeah, bro. You know what's crazy? All this Bud Light shit. I can't believe their sales actually plummeted like
Yeah,
that.
and keep plummeting.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
buy
still,
it.
to this day, they're still plummeting.
I'm buying it. I'm the
I-
one buying the fucking beers right now.
Bro, where do people get off? That seems mean. Like if I was Dylan Mulvaney, I'd be a little hurt that like they're fucking. This is literally like a corporate disaster,
Well,
like
listen,
$1 billion
man,
company.
I'm sure
this is
this-
a whole disaster.
I'm sure this Dylan Mulvaney person hears all kinds of mean shit thrown towards
Yeah,
them every day. You know what I mean?
for
They're a
sure.
trans person, bro. They probably hear all kinds of horrible things said.
They're
to them
probably not
all the
surprised
time.
anymore
Yeah,
at all.
man. They're
they
probably
can't
just
be on
like-
social media anymore.
They're probably just like, whatever, bitch. Like I'm fucking swimming in money. Like I don't give a shit. Like if anything, Bud Light's the one who's getting fucked more than that person. That
Yeah.
person's
For sure,
fine, you know?
for sure. Bud Light's getting fucked right now. I mean, they issued an apology? I heard, basically saying like,
We're sorry to our redneck
Yeah.
customers. We didn't mean to offend your values.
basically, like I didn't see the apology, but my girlfriend was telling me about it, and she was just saying apparently, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. They were just
Bro.
basically saying sorry that we chose that kind of marketing.
Well, no.
campaign or
So what
something.
they also did was they did another ad with the love of my life, Alana Glazer. They did an ad with her.
Who's that?
Broad City.
The curly hair.
Oh,
chick from Broad
Lana.
City.
Yeah,
oh,
Alana.
yeah.
Love her.
Yeah, she's very funny.
In the ad, she's basically talking about how women's relationship with beer started with like them wearing bikinis in commercials and shit like that. But she's like, actually, women created beer first. Did you fucking know that? You dumb dude. You
that
dumb
true?
man. Basically, I
They
guess
had,
so.
it's a
I
recent
don't fucking-
commercial.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Wow.
I think it's more recent than the Mulvaney stuff.
Well, so they're trying to win back. You know what I think the opposing beer companies should do, bro? They should have like fucking really manly, like they should be like, this is the beer that men drink.
Yeah.
Like they should have commercials like that because I feel like that shit would sell.
I just
Some
don't get
motherfucker.
why Bud Light chose this path.
I think they were trying to attract another customer base, but let me tell you something.
They weren't going.
Women and gay people are not going to drink Bud Light.
No.
It doesn't matter who they support.
This is not the beer they're gonna drink.
Yeah, I don't even.
bad
I try
shit.
my best not to drink Bud Light. You think like you think a fucking gay guy's gonna go to the store and buy a Bud Light
Hell no.
case? Like
That was
no.
the beer can that their homophobic dad threw at him.
Yeah, White
I
Claw
wonder-
should have done this.
I wonder what a gay person's grocery cart looks like.
Definitely
I'm just
spinach.
curious now.
Spinach in there for sure.
see spinach in
Almonds,
there?
I see spinach.
cashews,
Olives and cashews.
I see that. I
Very
see
true.
that.
Yeah.
I see olives in there.
lentils.
I see like I see
Yogurts, Greek yogurts.
Greek yogurt. I see fancy cheeses. I see like
dildo?
Gouda. A dildo.
I don't know. I don't
Why
know.
do they need a dildo? They have dicks. They don't need dildos.
Put it in your own.
Jesus Christ.
You can always have a lineup of dildos.
You
You always need a rotation.
Yeah, I think I'd have a pretty good dildo collection if I was a girl or a gay guy.
Oh, if I was a girl,
I don't know.
I'd have some pretty sweet
Not
ones.
even if I was a
Why-
girl. If I partaked in penis, I would have a great dildo.
But why
lineup,
would a gay
for
guy
sure.
need a dildo? This goes back to they don't need it. They both have dicks.
But no, but like, what about you? You're trying to jerk off. You're trying
You're like by
to
yourself.
stick that thing in there and leave it in.
Jesus. All right. So what if you're like fucking your husband, but you also want something in you, so you just while you're. Oh,
You little
Jesus
human
Christ.
centipede.
Bro, I swear to God, I did not know that when dudes were fucking each other that they were beating off while the other person's fucking them.
I mean, listen.
Wait, what you mean?
I did not know that happened.
oh,
That
God, you
shit
gave me a horrible image, Gio. What the fuck? Oh my God.
As a non-gay man, that's not doesn't seem pleasant to me. But if I was gay,
I'll be beating off.
pretty sweet. You're
like
beating off
beating
while
off.
you're getting your ass fucked.
You might as well. If
You
you're
might
gonna,
as
you
well.
know?
Like the
Dog.
pleasure they must feel is probably way better, and the women have it even better than them.
When
Yeah.
in Rome, fucking beat off while
When
you're
in
getting
Rome,
your
bro.
ass plugged.
I'm
If we're
already
going to do this, we're going to go all the fucking way.
Yeah, if the dick's free during the act, you might as well just jerk it
Oh
off.
my
Might as well.
Dog, that shit's crazy, man. Porn sites would just put that shit in your face and be like, yo, you might like fucking dudes fucking each other,
Yeah,
right?
nothing's crazier than watching straight porn and then out of nowhere, for whatever reason, one of the suggested videos is a gay one. You're like, how did this sneak in here? How'd you get in here?
Dog, that
Oh
shit is
my
crazy.
God.
Which one of these tags is relating to the two?
What's in my cookies?
What's in my cookies?
What does Google know about me? That
Yeah,
I
why
don't
they
know
trying to
yet?
take my cookies?
Then your cookies got some nasty shit. You getting that
Oh,
up in
that
there,
shit
bro?
is crazy,
Little cummy
bro.
cookies, dude.
That should be happening.
Some rainbow cookies.
Oh my God, that's funny, man.
Yeah, dude. And speaking of upset people, I saw this wild video, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people are going to inspect a house that they had just evicted a family out of. And apparently this is a thing, like, I wonder, like, the life of a landlord that like, has to evict people. and
We're
let
not
people-
finna do this.
But, no.
We're not finna cape for landlords.
I'm not no. I'm not sympathizing. I'm
Okay.
not, because I'm sure they're real pieces of shit.
No,
a lot
I'm
of
gonna
them.
sympathize. Fuck that, man.
You
I'm not
sympathize with
sympathizing.
landlords?
If I invested money into a goddamn property, I don't want no piece of shit tenant ruining my
Oh, no,
shit,
no,
man.
no, no.
but you never know the reasons why the tenant left. or,
I
like,
don't give a fuck.
Well, let me
man.
tell y'all-
Push them out.
You don't ruin the place.
I will.
No,
bro,
that's
I will
fucked up.
bomb
You don't-
that bitch.
You gonna
You
bomb
don't-
that bitch?
Bro,
pe-
imagine
people do that. They fucking set fire. They fucking
Bro,
ruin everything. They'll cut
imagine
shit.
you-
They'll cut the walls.
You're on your last dime, and your fucking landlord's like, "Yeah, we're raising the rent because the area's getting what's that shit called, gentrified. So you gotta get the fuck out of here on Tuesday."
But
That's just
imagine,
that's the game.
I'm
That's the name of
bombing
the
that
game.
bitch.
imagine they hadn't paid their rent in 5 months,
Okay,
and you've
now
been
they-
having to fucking pay it, and
That's-
you're just
that's
like,
how it
God
always
damn
ends
it,
up
I'm
being.
like whatever in the hole now, fucking 16K in the hole now or
Exactly.
whatever.
The people you're describing, Gio, they're respectable people, and they're gonna be like, I'm just gonna leave. Like they're like, I'm gonna go find a place that's cheaper. They're not gonna fucking.
Hell no.
I feel like the people like that, like
I know people
Omar's
firsthand
describing,
that have done
Yeah.
that.
I'm describing the worst of the worst.
like the people
Yeah.
who are like months behind on rent, and they're just like, fuck.
No, I
And
know
the house
somebody.
is filthy
I have
when
a
you get in
friend
there.
that lives in Oakland, and they just got pushed out of their apartment like a week ago.
Damn.
God damn.
And I'm like, bro, dog, you should fucking just leave food in there for weeks.
They're gonna charge you though.
What do
Oh
you
wait,
mean
no,
they'll
not
charge
with food. Maybe not with food.
you? Nah.
But if
ruin
you
your credit?
fuck the stuff up.
they'll fucking ruin your credit, bro.
But let's
Well, yeah.
say I do a bunch of inconvenient things
Well,
that
that's only
aren't
if you
really
didn't
fucking
pay.
the apartment
Wait,
up.
sorry to interrupt you. That's only if you didn't pay, they'll ruin your credit.
Yeah,
I
well,
think if you fuck everything up, I don't think they can ruin your credit. I think all they can do is try to come after you for like small claims.
They'll
court.
try to take like your deposit or some shit.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, you got my
That's not
$500, bitch. So what? There's a cat in the walls now.
my,
There's a cat.
my deposit was $300. I'm gonna make $1,000 worth of damages in this place.
But if I'm a landlord and somebody does that to my property, I'm gonna hire somebody to torment them.
You're gonna
kill
hire
them.
a fucking private investigator
Yeah,
to
dude.
find them
I'm
and
gonna-
fucking torment
I'm
them.
gonna hire somebody to torment them for real. Because if I'm a landlord, I have money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hire somebody to torment your poor ass because I don't want you fucking my shit up.
They're
That's just
homeless
a
in a
horrible
tent.
thing to do, bro.
you just fucking get them to piss on the tent and cut it up and shit in the middle of the night. So what the fuck? It's
Because like, dude, I'm gonna go on a limb here, but I'm assuming here like 75% of landlords are not super rich people. They're just like
Nah.
they have a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And they're probably older and they've worked for like 40 years and they were able to buy up like maybe one or two houses and they're renting them out to people.
Yeah.
That's most of what landlords are.
Yeah.
There's only a small percentage who are like they own hundreds of properties and they
Or
own
like
like
apartment
commercial
complexes or
developments.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. There's not that many. You know what I mean? Like an apartment, like the company that owns you guys' apartments. I couldn't give a fuck about them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're
They won't even let you
multinational-
buy a singular apartment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're
You can't even buy
multinational.
it.
Yeah, they're multinational corporations. Who gives a shit about them? You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
if it's just like a guy, I'm not want to fuck his shit up.
No, yeah, and this is probably a regular person that kept coming to these people and being like, "Hey, come on, guys, like,
Wait, so
whatever."
go on. You're saying with the video?
So okay, so this is a normal thing. Like these people that get evicted, not everybody does this, but like I'm sure the people who you would expect, the people who are like not doing what they're supposed to be doing, not going to work,
Yeah.
like completely broke, not caring at all, and just completely fucking their credit up, and knowing that it's happening. So basically, these people are walking into an evicted house. Everything is fucked up. Like not that they fucked it up too, but you can also see that it was fucked up already because they were probably extremely dirty and never cleaned anything.
Yeah.
Like the carpets were all fucked up, not from like spray paint or anything, just like dirt. And so they're walking into the house, right? and they're walking up the stairs, and they're talking about booby traps. To be weary of booby traps.
Booby traps.
In the house that they were renting out to a person that they had just evicted.
It's like Home Alone.
I swear to God, bro. They're fucking Macaulay Culkin. So the guy gets a plank of wood because they see a wire on the stairs, and he hits the wire, and a fucking plank, like another plank of wood with a book and a knife duct taped to it, drops down like a medieval fucking torture weapon. And it slaps down, and it would, whoever's walking up the stairs, if they wouldn't have seen that, it would have smacked them square in the face.
That's kind of fly.
like
Jesus
a pointed
Christ.
knife, like a butcher knife.
They're home alone the fuck out of that
Maybe
place.
we shouldn't evict him and we should put him in the FBI or something.
Yeah, these guys are
This guy
spies.
has a future.
They have
Yeah.
a special set of skills.
I need you to torture this other person. They just fucking booby trap the whole place.
Yo, that's
They're
hilarious.
experts at booby trapping, dude. We need them in war.
Oh my god.
But yeah, and I thought that was so fucking crazy. And apparently that's normal. Like, not normal, but that happens. And like when the situation gets bad,
Yeah.
landlords sometimes expect that sort of thing. I wouldn't. That's crazy, bro.
That's
You-
so fucking funny.
You should have seen
bro.
the shit, and it came down like hard, man. Like they did a really good job putting that thing together. That would have really fucked somebody up.
We got to give him credit.
Yeah, we got to give them credit. And there was broken glass like on the stairs.
Oh my god.
There's broken glass like in corners where like maybe if you wouldn't have looked down, like you wouldn't have caught it in time.
See, that's that level of spite that's scary. That's detailed spite.
Yeah,
Like that's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking break this window and lay it all out.
they must have had some real beef
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
like they've thought about it.
for
Yeah.
sure, dude. Yeah, they went through a lot of effort to do that.
Bro, if
I
I
would
wake
imagine
up
to
to-
rig that would take a while.
If I wake up to a fucking eviction notice on my door, oh my god, this apartment's getting flipped upside down. I swear to God.
You start
pissing
breaking
on
your own
everything.
things.
I'm breaking my own shit.
Oh shit, that's mine. That's mine.
I never liked this TV anyway.
never liked it. Just anger.
TV's got to fucking go.
Oh
Yeah.
man, getting evicted must be such a horrible feeling, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
bro.
that's crazy.
In my old apartment, the neighbors in front of us got evicted. It was these two black dudes, like these young dudes, and they were always smoking. Like it always smelled like weed, and I think that's why they got evicted.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, bro, that sucks. Like I remember the notes coming on their door, and then one day I saw the orange one, and I was like, yeesh, that's it.
The
Got 'em.
orange one.
Bro, the
okay.
orange one or them pink ones, that's when they don't play anymore.
That's when
They're
they don't-
done.
You better see this motherfucker. I'm making it as vivid as possible. The most vivid color I
Sending
can
the
find.
goddamn sheriff down there to get your ass out.
Yeah, and they were gone. Like 2 days later, they were gone. I didn't even see them moving out.
Oh.
Disappear in the night.
into the night, into the
Man.
fall.
And they look like just like in their mid-20s. I was like, damn, bro. These bros they're gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, bro. That is not good on your credit.
No, it's
Oh,
not,
that
dude.
fucks your shit.
Your shit,
up,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all can't be roommates the next place y'all go to. Y'all
Oh,
gotta
dude,
split
you
this
can't-
shit up, bro.
If you have bad credit, you can't do anything in this country, bro. You're
Yeah.
fucked, man.
And a lot of things fuck your credit up, dude. A lot of young people don't understand that. They be
Yeah.
breaking leases when they don't need to. They be fucking doing that, like past due payments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was working at an electricity company, I would sell electricity on the phone, and so you'd have to run their credit.
Mhm.
And young people would always call, and they would get a deposit, depending on how bad your credit is and like what your prior usage was. Like let's say you're a rich person who wasn't paying your bills, but
Sure.
you had a big house and your usage was pretty high. Pretty high. Your deposit could be like $1,000.
Woo!
And that crazy, like $750.
Oh my
For
God.
just to turn on your electricity. That's it. That's it.
Oh
Just to
my-
start the plan.
Wait, why would it be that high? Why do they have to pay a deposit?
So let's say like it's a person who has a house.
Yes.
And they have just shitty credit because they haven't been making
Ah,
payments.
okay, I got you.
Because it looks at your past usage. So
Yeah.
they see like, okay, well this person has a big house. If we take him under our company, they're going to use a lot of electricity, so we're going to charge him a bunch just in
Yeah.
case he doesn't pay.
Yes.
If it's like a person who, like, let's say like a pair of college students and they move out and they move to an apartment, their shit might be like $300 or $250 or something like that.
But if you have good credit, because I never got charged that before at all.
yeah, I didn't get a deposit either.
I'm about to say, I didn't even know you had to make a deposit.
No,
It's
no,
only, it's
dude.
only if you have bad credit.
This
Yeah.
sounds like poor people talk.
For utilities.
It's poor people's talk.
And it's a hard credit check too when they run your credit for utilities.
God
so these
damn.
people would call. I would tell them $300 before I'm even done saying it. They'd hang up the phone, and they probably call another company do the same thing over and over until they get no deposit. I'm like, bro, you guys are ruining your credit. And I would try to tell them like when I have them on the phone, like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to sell you some shit. Like, you're gonna mess up your credit if you keep calling places.
Wait,
Yeah.
so each place they'd call and they'd go through the whole process, and each place would hard check their shit?
Yeah, and a lot
Yes,
of
bro.
like some of these people they'd call and they'd be like, I don't care, like set me up with any plan for now. Like I just want to see if I have deposit. So they'd want me to run their credit before they
Yo,
even
that
started
is-
choosing the plan.
That is
Idiots.
bonkers.
And I'm like, yo, you are not, this is not the right way to do this. Like you're gonna fuck your shit up.
What's
You
up
probably
with
called a
that,
bunch
bro?
of places already.
Imagine they have like 5 hard credit checks on their shit.
Yeah,
That's
all
tough.
for just electricity. Now you're already
Oh my
fucked.
God,
and you probably didn't even
dude.
get one of them.
And the place that's gonna take you with no deposit is probably the shittiest electricity company.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And you're probably not gonna pay it, and they're gonna hit you with the meanest past due fee you've ever seen,
Oh
bro.
my
Oh my,
God,
of course.
bro.
Probably add interest on that shit or something like that on
Yeah.
your bills.
Because those are those electricity companies that really fuck people over.
The shady
Yeah.
small ones.
Yeah, the ones that have like no customer service. Like you can't get a hold of them. They'll hit you with like a $300 charge for whatever, and like you can't get a hold of anybody to dispute it, and you're just stuck.
That shit is evil, bro.
It is evil, bro. It's an
But-
evil world.
I mean, it is, but some people just don't know about credit scores
It's
like
evil,
that.
but at
yeah.
the same time, motherfuckers pay your goddamn light, man. It's not even that expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, in that situation, yeah, but some people like their parents like fucked up their credit.
That's true,
fucked
too.
up,
Like that
man.
happens.
that's-
That happens way more than people let
That's
on.
How's that even
insane.
possible? How can you
It's
put
very
something in a
possible.
kid's
I
name?
think, I think you can.
Can you
just-
sue him?
you
Can you
just-
sue your parent?
You actually can do that. You can sue your
But
parents.
it's expensive, so nobody does it.
I was man. If my
Enlightening.
mama did that, you getting sued.
I'm
you
suing
getting
your
fucking
ass.
sued.
No, that's fucked up, dude. And wow, man, we're thankful that we have solid parents.
Yeah.
Because my parents aren't perfect or anything, but they're certainly not doing that. Like imagine
Yeah.
like the feeling of betrayal when you get old enough to realize like, oh shit, dude, they just ran up credit and I have a bunch of fucking debt under my name and I'm 17 years old, 16 years old.
Jesus,
Bro,
man.
you
That
wake up, you
sucks.
owe $4,500. You're like, where did this come
As a
from?
17-year I can't even. $4,500 at 17.
Bro.
I can't even imagine that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like
That-
that's a ton of money.
With my spending habits at 16, that could have held me over for like 4 years, bro.
Yeah,
I could have made that last forever.
I would have bought a car and been happy.
Yeah, dude. I
That
bought a
would've been-
$2,000 car.
That would have been my life, and I would have been okay.
This thing's awesome. Just bought a million fucking hot and spices.
Hey,
Just-
speaking of
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
bad parents, have you guys ever seen the movie Honey Boy?
No.
Yeah,
But
I saw a little bit of it.
And I heard some shit about it.
That's a good one. That's a good movie, man. So it's the movie's based on Shia LaBeouf's life,
Yeah,
and he plays. It's like an autobiography. So like he plays his father in the movie, and he has like a young actor play him.
yeah.
So the young actor's like 13, and he's like Shia LaBeouf's his own age.
Honey boy.
Honey Boy.
Honey boy.
And basically, it shows like how he grew up with like his father. And his father's like, the dude was like on drugs for years.
What drugs we talking?
Like he was on hard shit,
The good stuff.
like
shit.
the good stuff, like
Oh,
meth and
shit.
coke and drinking. Like he was on hard drugs for years, on and off the wagon. And he was like super like unstable type guy, or at least that's how he's portrayed in the
Yeah.
movie. And like in the movie, like the way he talks to them, he talks to him not like he's his son. He talks to him like he's a bro.
Yeah,
Like he's an adult
Yeah,
friend,
he's like,
right?
he's like, what are you doing, man? Stop doing that. Or like the kid got to take a piss, and he was like, listen to that little dick piss. And then he was like, let me show you how a real dick pisses. And then he goes in the restroom and pisses. He's like, hear that? Listen to that.
Wasn't that shy?
bro. Imagine like your kid is paying the way for everything you're doing.
Yeah, and
That's fucking. I'm not gonna say it's sad, but that's wild.
Yeah,
This is
and-
before he got famous. This is like as he's getting famous, or he's
I mean,
already.
Shia LaBeouf was famous when he was like 10 years old. Bro.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's like
damn.
showing like so basically what is happening in the movie is like he is paying his dad to be his chaperone, to pick him
Yeah.
up from the studio and to take him like back to the motel or hotel where they're living, whatever. And he kind of holds that over his dad's head at certain points in the movie. He's like, I'm fucking paying you, like I'm your boss. And then the
Damn.
dad's like, you're my boss, huh? And then he fucking slaps the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the kid's like,
And it shows him as he gets older, right?
yeah, it shows him
Because
how
I
he
think
gets
at the
older.
end it's like the Transformers.
It cuts between
stuff.
present day, it cuts
Yeah.
between present day Shia and then
They show a Transformer scene.
Not really, but it's like a movie comparable
It's
scale wise
inspired.
to
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually really good though, man. I'd recommend it.
It's a pretty good movie.
I heard some shit though. I heard Shia's dad wasn't even that bad, and he kind of went back on it.
Yeah, that's what he said. When he
But
was,
I'm sure he wasn't the best.
yeah, when he did that podcast, he was like, "Yeah, I kind of exaggerated a little
And
bit."
it's a
Yeah.
movie, man.
movie.
It's
It
not
is a
going to be
movie.
real.
It's not gonna be as good if you play it as it happened. You know, and it's
Yeah.
not that bad,
No movie would ever be good if they just did the actual story as is.
bro. What a crazy experience to be a parent. Like, I mean, let's say this guy's just a normal parent, but like a crazy experience to be a parent and your kid is 10 years old. And they're like, I want to go do acting. Like they see the fucking Disney Channel commercials. Like, remember that?
Yeah.
They see Disney, we're having an audition in your area, and it'd be like in fucking Katy or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I tried so hard to go one year.
yeah.
I tried so hard.
Do you want to be on Sunny with a Chance?
Fuck yeah.
Yes, I fucking do. And like, imagine you take them and they fucking nail it, and they're like making, you know, whatever, tens of thousands of dollars, however much Shia was making at the time.
Bro, that's the dream.
yeah, that's
the dream.
crazy,
And they're
dude.
just
And,
balling, bro, balling at a young age.
and you look at your check and you look at their check, you're like, fucking goddamn, I'm stealing this.
Give me a second. I'm gonna take this. That's happened to so many child celebrities. Their parents are just robbing their shit, and then the fucking kid like emancipates themselves from their parents and sues them and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Bro.
happened to a ton of them.
They gotta form a law to like But what do you do? Because a kid really is
How do
not in
you-
their
No,
right mind.
There is a law. I think there is a law now.
You can put it like in a trust.
Yeah, it goes in a trust.
But so why? But your parent would have to choose that. I'm guessing, right?
There has to be either way. Your guardian has access to all of your shit.
They have access to
So
it.
that's
yeah.
that's the issue. There's a conflict of interest because your guardian wants to line their own pockets, but at the same time, they're the only ones who have access to your shit.
Yeah.
So they can just rob your shit, even be subtle about robbing your shit. You know what I mean? Like you can just take a couple $100 here or there.
Yeah.
That's not a lot at once, and then just rob you over the years.
They need like some sort of trust that nobody can touch, not even the kid up until they're a certain age.
They probably do have something like that. If I'm not
But-
mistaken.
But if
bet,
the
like,
parent,
Sure.
if the parent wants to do that,
Yeah, and I bet even if the kid has the choice to do it, the parent will probably convince them, like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Trust
bro.
me, I'm gonna help you. Look at this house I bought.
you want $1 million now or at 18? Come
Yeah.
on, kid.
Come
you know you
on,
want
kid.
it now.
I'll
Damn.
give you whatever you want."
and the
I
kid,
can buy you unlimited
You give
graham
him $100.
crackers.
The kid's like, "This is everything. this could buy everything in the world."
kid turns 18, he doesn't have shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks, dude.
That happens to a lot of them, man. I've been
And-
watching these fucking. There's been like a string of podcasts about shows like from like Disney Channel era and shit like that,
Mhm.
and they're all just they look sad.
Like,
They do.
with them growing up now.
Yeah,
Like, give me an example.
like the Ned's Declassified one. So they have a podcast about they go episode by episode, but then they start talking about like their real lives and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like one of them went through like a drug problem.
Wait, which one? Ned?
No, Mose.
Mose?
Mose had
The
like
chick?
drug
The
issues.
tall- the tall
yeah.
chick?
Damn,
Was
Mose.
she, was she sucking dick for money?
She probably.
I'm like,
Mose.
oh my God, is that Mose? Suck your dick
I
for
know-
$35.
I know that bitch from Ned's Declassified.
Hell yeah! All right, come on. like fucking like sound effects. While she's sucking and shit.
Ned walks out. Now, if you really need money for heroin, this is probably not the best way to do it.
And it was sad. Like they were. What about Ned and Cookie? How are they doing?
Ned was cool, but he's like he feels like after the show he thought he was gonna be like a star, but you know,
Damn.
things didn't really work out. Cookie didn't give a fuck. Cookie's just been chilling.
Cookie's just chilling.
Yeah, Cookie's just vibing out.
It's because like whenever those things happen, you gotta take advantage of the momentum, man.
But
You
also,
do.
it's like you're kind of pigeonholed. Like Ned was
are.
like you're just Ned forever.
Yeah, because like you might be what they're looking for when you're a kid, but as you get older, you might just not be cutting it
Just
for
like
any roles.
Frankie Muniz, bro. He
Oh.
was good when he was in fucking. He was in
Malcolm.
He was in Malcolm. He was in some
Malcolm.
movies. Big Fat Liar. He was in a
He
few
was in
good
a
kids.
Max
Secret Agent
Keebler.
Cody Banks, bro.
Secret
Yes.
Agent Cody Banks.
Big Fat Liar was so good.
Big Fat Liar. He was in a few good kid movies, and
Yeah.
then he fucking. Well,
His
I
something-
think
face
nobody
didn't
wanted
change.
him.
His face didn't change. That's
yeah,
why.
bro. And he got older, and he was just so weird.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
wanted him.
He just looked the exact same, but just lost hair more and more as he got older. That
Yes.
was all it was.
It's
His
just
face
not
looks the-
appealing.
I saw him on Steve-O, though. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
He's a pretty cool dude. He's
and
fun
got
to listen to.
he got money. He good.
Oh, he had the Malcolm money. He's
yeah,
good.
He started racing F1 cars, right?
that's
Did
what
he
it
really?
was. That's what I
Yeah,
was
he started
thinking
racing.
about.
Oh,
He
shit.
Apparently now he's like a slightly professional racer. Like
kinda
he's
fire.
not just doing it for fun because he has a bunch of money. He like actually does. He competes and shit.
It's crazy how people can just like, if you're rich, you can just be like, I want to race F1.
Yeah.
You know who else did that? Do you guys know who Michael Fassbender is?
He
Yeah.
was
The actor, he's Magneto from.
Jobs.
Oh yes.
It's Steve Jobs,
Steve
Magneto
Jobs.
from X-Men First Class.
Yeah.
He did that too.
Yeah,
Damn.
Bro, he hasn't acted in a movie in years. Like maybe
he has a movie coming out.
he has one coming out this year, but like aside from that, he hasn't been in a movie in I want to say like 5 years or some
Yeah.
shit.
And he's racing now.
He's just been racing.
That's
fun,
fire,
dude.
bro.
That's fun. I bet it's really fun racing, dude. If I had the money to do it,
Dog.
that seems like a very fun, not that dangerous sport.
What?
I think
that
it can
shit
be
is
kind of
No,
dangerous.
they crash,
bro.
but like they're not dying. You don't see these
Yeah.
guys dying off. They have all the precautions and shit. They're just gonna fuck the
fucking
car.
car
up.
flips over and
Yeah.
explodes.
With
I'm
no
not dying
fucking
that often.
hood.
Fucking Frankie Muniz pops out.
Malcolm!
I'm good, guys. Yeah, apparently he made a killing because his parents put him on the right track, and I guess he was like kind of a bright kid.
Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it kind of blew his head up that he was a genius in Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, yeah.
And he probably like grew up, like he matured quickly, but he invested a lot in LA parking lots way back in
Oh,
the
that's
day.
genius.
Fucking genius.
And he made millions of dollars
Oh
off
my
of that.
God.
And
His
he
parents
is
did him
super
right.
set now. Yeah, his parents did him right. And apparently he also wanted to do it. Like they didn't have to convince him. He was like, "Yeah, like this seems like fun." He liked like new business ventures at that time.
Bro,
As
take
a
me
young
back to
kid.
the 70s. I would just buy nothing but parking lots.
That's crazy, bro.
There's
Now
now parking lots all around the city.
all
oh
of
my-
them. Geo's
Because
parking lots.
Think about it. The maintenance is so there's nothing.
Yeah.
You don't have to plant anything. You don't have to mow any grass. It's just a parking lot.
That's all
All
it
you have
is,
to do is
bro.
put a chain up on that bitch and make sure no one breaks into it. And even
And-
then, what are they gonna do, bro? It's a parking lot.
They're gonna
Yeah.
hop in there. Yeah, would pee on the floor. What are they gonna do?
There's nothing to do in
Break
there.
and if
the
you,
meter,
you
that's
have
steal.
one like downtown downtown, you're probably charging like what 30, 35 a car.
Oh, dude, when they have like rush, like let's say there's like a Rockets game.
Oh, Beyonce's in town.
Then they're
35.
$35 a spot, some shit. They just
And not
mark
even
it
just
up.
that. Like even just work. I remember when I worked in downtown, I would have to pay. I think it was like $5.50 every day to park for the day.
Yep.
Which doesn't seem like a lot, but when the whole parking lot is full, like you're making money, dude.
And
And
it adds up.
Times like a few thousand people who go to work there
every
day.
day, 5 days a week, bro.
It
And
adds up.
yeah, like you said, you don't have to maintain it because people have to park there. They're even if the roads are shitty and there's potholes, people are still gonna park there because it's the closer one to the building or whatever.
Yep.
So you're always gonna have people coming.
And the nice thing is you don't have to keep it fancy. It's a parking lot.
It's a
bro.
fucking parking lot.
You make sure the lines are painted and that's it, bro.
Oh, dude, that parking lot I used to park at sucked, dude. The meter would take like 4 minutes sometimes to load up the little slip, and I would just have to sit there and wait for it because I knew if I walked away, it would just print it out.
And it's some guy in the little
slave to
room.
the slit.
Slave to the slit.
Like every man in the world, a slave to the slit.
Oh, that's good. That's funny. Those fuckers,
Man,
dude.
That shit's genius, bro.
Yeah, and apparently he said something about he got in a car accident and he lost his memory. I don't know if he's just making this up.
No,
but this
I
is what he
remember-
said.
I remember
heard him
that.
say that.
He stuck
Yeah.
to it multiple times in a lot of different interviews and shit. So maybe he's telling the truth. But apparently he doesn't remember anything about Malcolm in the Middle, which it seems
I remember
absurd to
that.
me.
I
This is
mean,
years of
he's-
his life.
That's probably multiple years spent on set. There's no way he didn't.
Yeah,
remember
it's like 10
anything,
years. That
bro.
show went on for like I would imagine like 7 years or
It was a
something like
long.
at least.
It was a long
It
show.
has-
It
was
was like
really
a
long.
9-season show or some shit.
He
Yeah.
was like a little kid when it started. I want to say like maybe 10.
Yeah, he was grown when it
Yeah.
ended.
Yeah, he was legit a grown man when it ended.
What an absolutely
Like
beautiful
19
show, bro. So wholesome. You got these badass little kids. You got a bunch of sons. The mom is smart, but she's just working hard. The dad is a nice, goofy guy, and he's got a heart of gold. It's a fantastic show. And the
Man.
ending, the whole show, bro. The watching them grow up, the older they get, when they go to college, when Reese starts going to the military,
It's
so
a beautiful
good.
show, man. I like when I was little, I used to think, man, the mom is such a bitch. But now that I'm older, I'm like, dude, if I had like 3 kids, all boys, who were fighting and
Yeah.
just doing bad shit,
Yeah.
I'd probably be just like the fucking mom.
And they would do actual, like, that show is funny
They were
because
actually bad fucking
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
it was aimed for kids, but they were really doing bad shit, bro. They would like terrorize people for real in their neighborhood. They would like set fire to someone's house. And you're like, this is, and then you know what's the funniest part? They would never actually clean it up at the end. It'd be like, all right, we learned our lesson, and they just and they do the exact same thing the next episode. It's
Dog,
so
that show was
good.
crazy.
But
It's so
I also
funny.
like how like most other shows compared to that, the families are never actually poor.
Yeah.
Or like middle class.
They
They're
were poor.
They
They
were
were
these
poor.
guys. They were legit fucking poor.
Yeah.
Poor. Like
Yeah.
there'd be episodes where like they open the fridge and like something to fucking eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or shit like that. Like I'm like, dude, that's real. Like that's some real shit. And like they made it funny. Like I love that concept.
Yeah, they'd eat like a casserole, and it'd be like all the shit that they had eaten during the week, all the leftovers into one pot, and that's just what they'd eat like on Friday or whatever.
Dog.
Yeah, it was a good show because you felt bad for them, and you can see why they're bullied. You can see why they're hated.
I have
why
never-
they lash out like that.
I've never seen the ending of that show.
It's a beautiful ending. Malcolm gets in. Should I just say it? Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
say
an old
it.
show.
Yeah, it's-
Malcolm gets
fuck.
into college, into a good college, all paid for.
Harvard.
Yeah, Harvard, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a whole thing with near the end of the seasons where they didn't know if he was going to go to college or if he was going to go to like an Ivy League school because they were basically saying that like they need him at the house, like you know he keeps order kind of in a way,
Yeah.
even though he's bad too. And Reese, I think he becomes like a cop or something.
Hilarious.
He does something good with his life, like he becomes a manager of some shit. I forget what it is. And then they have another kid, Jamie, and Dewey ends up breaking the cycle and being the good like older brother.
Oh,
Like all of them were shitheads to each other. Like Francis was a dick to Reese, Reese was a dick to Malcolm, and they were all dicks to Dewey. And Dewey's like the first person who's breaking the cycle and being nice to Jamie.
oh,
And that's the
okay.
end of the show. And Jamie's a little shit too. He's a son. He's a bad boy also.
I just remember the last episode. I saw like a clip of it, and they were covered in shit.
In
Oh,
the
yeah.
last episode,
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like outside in the car. I forgot they were gonna go do something, and they get covered in shit. And then Malcolm's saying like, "I'm not sure if I want to go
Yeah.
to school." And they're just like, they're like, "Fuck you! Like you have to go to school. Like out of all of us, you have the most potential to like do something with your life."
She's like, you're gonna
yeah.
go to Ivy League school.
Like,
Like
you're
you're
gonna
gonna become president.
Yeah, she's like, "You're gonna be the goddamn president, motherfucker." And then he's like, "I don't want to be president." She's like,
Yeah.
"Well, you have to because you're the only one out of us who has the opportunity to do the shit."
yeah.
So beautiful, man. So beautiful.
I'm gonna give it a try one time. I gotta find where the fuck it is, but I'll
Malcolm,
watch it.
it's on Hulu.
Oh.
Yeah,
You never
I
seen
don't-
it?
I don't think they took it.
I've watched like episodes, but I've never watched the whole show.
You're gonna have some nostalgia because
Yeah.
like around, especially people our age, like all the things they're doing and like the music and like all the everything,
the
like
references, like the pop culture references,
the
kinda.
whole environment is like very much early 2000s, late 90s type shit.
Very, yeah. It's just great writing, dude. Extremely lovable characters. Like all the characters are absolutely great, and they have so many good side characters, like the grandma, like Lois's like her mom or something like that. The shitty European one.
Oh yeah.
Like she sues them because she falls down their front porch and like she's wearing a neck brace and she sues her own daughter.
Oh my god,
It's
dude.
so good, bro. It's so good. Trust me, I'm not spoiling it. It's so many episodes.
I'm gonna give it a try.
You're not gonna remember by the time you get there.
You're not gonna remember.
So good though, bro. Speaking of wholesome shit, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I heard it was really good.
That is probably the best superhero movie I think I've ever seen, man. Over
Better than The
Endgame,
Dark Knight.
over Infinity War. Because let me say, like, those were hyped up, you know? Like, Infinity War and Endgame, they made so much money or whatever.
But they're not movies.
But they're almost like action. It's all action.
Infinity
Yeah.
War is awesome, bro.
But no, that's what I'm saying. They were
Infinity
War
War
actually
is
good movies. Like,
shit.
Infinity War hits, bro.
War is the shit.
And you want to know
and
why? I
Endgame's
think
pretty
it's-
good too.
Endgame is.
But Infinity War is a banger.
Yeah,
I think
Infinity
Infinity
War's
War's just
crazy.
better because Thanos just fucks shit up, bro.
Yeah, he does.
That's the only reason,
Dog.
bro. I'm telling you,
But
villains
Endgame
make
is-
the movies, bro.
Endgame is good too because young Thanos coming in and absolutely
Fire.
fucking up like 10 of them at the same time.
I have never had a movie make me feel the way the ending of Infinity War made me feel.
It's just like dread. And
I
you're
was like, oh my god, what the fuck? We were in the car talking for 30 minutes about how we felt.
That shit was, I think I saw it with you.
No, I was in school.
Then we saw Endgame. We saw it with Amy's girlfriend's
I
cousin.
think I saw Endgame with you. I don't remember.
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
I might have
I don't
seen
remember.
Endgame with you.
I forget. But really good movies, man.
So you're saying Guardians of the Galaxy is the best superhero movie you've ever
Yes.
seen? Better than The Dark Knight? Bold to say that.
I feel like
It's because it's a different vibe. Dark Knight
Yeah.
is eerie. Dark Knight is like dark and ominous and
Superhero movie is superhero movie. Tell me. Is it better than The Dark Knight? And delete
Man, Dark Knight's-
your recency bias.
Dark Knight's cold.
Delete the,
Dark Knight.
is
Dark Knight beats it
cold.
by a hair. Dark Knight beats it. Dark
Okay.
Knight beats it. It's just so good, bro. Every time I rewatch it, I'm like,
Damn.
this is why I love this fucking movie so much.
It has the funniest shot in the world is when at the end when Harvey Dent falls off the building and then Batman was like trying to catch him or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like a split-second shot of Batman on the ground looking up at the fucking sky. That shit is so funny.
He's Harvey Dent's on the roof, right? At the end.
Yeah.
He gets shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie just it has so many quotes too, bro. Like
He
what-
just did a
that,
killer job.
that one quote fucking from Harvey Dent. He's like, you either
Oh,
live long enough to see you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah.
Amazing quotes. The
Fire.
Joker
So
has hella
good.
good quotes. He has that one quote that's like, what happens when an immovable
Movable
object
force.
an immovable object meets an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Really fucking
Banger movie.
Great
so
writing,
good,
man.
bro. So good. So many good scenes.
Probably the best movie with like two villains.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who was the other villain in Dark Knight?
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
Oh well, yeah, Two-Face.
But
At
he's
the
very
end. Yeah,
he's
that's
very
true.
much half-assed. Like
Yeah.
it just shows
Half-ass.
it just shows him like becoming a villain.
Yeah,
It doesn't
'cause
really
he-
show him like doing it. He doesn't really do a lot of shit.
Oh,
Joker has like a whole boat ransom and shit and blowing up hospitals. Two-Face
Yeah.
is just like, I'm about to start doing this shit, but they stopped me before I did.
That
Yes.
movie is low key funny. In a little
It is.
skewed way, when Harvey's face is getting burned alive, he's like, "You should have saved her.
Yeah.
You should have saved Rachel."
He's like, I thought it was her, motherfucker.
Harvey, it's okay. And it just explodes as she's talking.
Hey, that's
Bro,
cool.
oh
So-
my god.
so cold.
That's
though.
some cool shit by the Joker, though.
Yeah.
He told him the other address because he knew Batman would go for the bitch, and then he
Bro.
goes to get the bitch, and he's like, "Oh, sight, you got fucking Harvey Dent."
That shit is cold,
and then,
bro.
and then Batman's like, "Oh fuck, I guess I gotta save this douche who I don't even like."
This son of a bitch really is a good Joker.
And then the guy wasn't even grateful that he got saved,
He
bro.
wasn't.
No, dude. Yeah, he was
He
heated.
was just a fucking he was heated.
He was
He
like,
was
man,
heated.
He was heated literally on one
He
side
was
though.
literally heated.
Bro, Joker has so many good. The pencil scene, an absolute banger.
Oh, dude, when he
my
burns
God.
the pile of money,
the
he's
pile
like,
of money and
fire.
he fucking slides down
and
it.
he's like, this doesn't mean anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like that's
That's just good
holy
writing,
shit. Like this
man.
character doesn't even give a fuck about money. Like he just
Yeah.
wants to cause chaos. And
So
like,
chaotic and powerful, and now has all this money that he's just buying people's goons from under them and then just getting them to turn on him.
Man, that shit
So
is
fucking
beautiful,
the
bro.
fucking scene where he crashes that ball. When,
Yes.
they're in the building, that
Oh
tall
my
building,
God.
and so good,
dude,
so many
the
fantastic
first,
scenes.
Like 10 minutes of that movie, the bank scene.
What am I?
Oh,
Fire.
the dark. Because we have a friend, Gio, in our group chat, our mutual friend, and he's like, 7 out of 10. I'm like, dude,
That's
suck
just
my
amazing,
dick. That
bro.
is a fucking perfect
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, that opening. How does that not get your attention? How is that not a fantastic?
a little
hit?
long.
The
little
opening
long.
sequence?
but it's
But it's
Oh.
a good movie.
It's
Yeah.
perfect, bro. That's a great fucking.
Yeah,
that's the
it's
best superhero movie. That changed the game. Before that, superhero movies were all gay.
Yeah.
Nah,
Iron Man was good.
Iron Man was good.
Iron Man
The
was good.
first Batman is not gay.
Batman Begins.
Batman
No, the
Begins
very,
is-
very first Batman in the 80s. That shit's fire.
Jack
little
Nicholson
gay.
with that one.
Yeah.
That
Nah,
one?
Jack is good. Jack is good, but
That's
it's a little
fire.
gay.
I haven't seen them. They're silly, aren't
It's
they?
a little bit more like Batman's wearing tights and shit. Like this was like Batman's wearing some armor.
Come on,
Fucking-
Robin. Let's fuck.
Shit is dark. Come on, Robin, let's fuck.
You got it, Batman.
I fuck with Michael Keaton as Batman, man. I fuck with him. I like him more than Christian Bale.
Yeah. Ooh, the Flash, dude. I'm excited about this.
You know who's Robert Pattinson's my Batman.
Robert
Pattinson?
Pattinson's your Batman?
That's my Batman.
That
Emo
Batman movie is
So
amazing.
That one's cool.
Way.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I love that he was fucking emo. We were supposed to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know.
We'll get
Because Batman's
to it,
just
we'll get
awesome.
to it.
Batman's the best superhero. I don't care what anybody says.
He is so cool, dude.
He's the coolest
Yeah.
one.
He's so and Robert, because like Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne, I didn't love, to be honest. There were so many scenes. I know he's supposed to be a douchey billionaire. He has this mask. He's not really this person, but like, I didn't like some of his scenes as Bruce Wayne, like and interacting
Well,
with Rachel and
The
shit.
thing is,
Yeah.
I think Christian Bale is a good actor. I just think they didn't give him much to do because
Yeah.
I think they wrote so much into the villains' characters and the
Yeah.
whole arc of the movie, and they focused so much on like the action and shit. They didn't really develop his character. Like it kind of just starts and it's like, oh, this is fucking Batman. He's badass. Where it's
Yeah.
like this movie, the one with Robert Pattinson was like. You get to
Man.
really get into the psychological aspects of what is like on his day-to-day basis, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
I feel like even Batman Begins wasn't that good. Like I feel like he wasn't interesting in that movie either.
No, you're right. He was very stale.
Yeah.
and it wasn't. I don't blame the actor,
but they gave him some
necessarily.
stuff. They gave him some work. Like they gave him some good writing in there.
They
He
probably
actually
wanted him
wasn't-
to be like like ominous and brooding, but he
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for whatever reason he was too sharp dressed and shit. You know.
I feel like Nolan was more invested, like you said, in the villains.
Yes, and the world
Because the
building.
villains
And in Batman.
Batman's villains, he got the best villains out of
Yeah.
anybody.
Bane was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bane is smart. I didn't
Yeah.
like the Bane in the movies though.
The premise was a little odd that they blew up all the bridges and like, come on, bro, figure it out. Go
The
stop
cops
them.
are trapped underground.
Yeah, we can't get out, guys. We're all gonna die here in this football stadium. But
If anything, that might be the worst one out of the Dark Knight movies.
it's still pretty good. And but like Bane whoops his ass throughout that thing, and Anne Hathaway
Yeah.
looks good, so it's all right.
I like.
Excuse
I
me.
think Dark Knight Rises to me is better than Batman Begins. I really don't fuck
I
with
think so,
Batman
too.
Begins like that.
It was just a bigger budget.
Ra's al Ghul, man. I'm not the biggest.
Batman
Ra's al
Begins
Ghul
just
fan.
has a lot of really slow fucking scenes, and it's
It
a
is
little too
very
dark in the
slow.
beginning. It's a little annoying
and
sometimes.
he's a very hard character to do. Like he's a very hard character to put
Batman
in a
or
movie.
Ra?
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
he's just hard, bro.
yeah.
It's hard to like get the spirit, like
You know
understand
who
that it's a spirit.
You know how I feel? Who they have not done right? Superman. There has not.
it's hard
been,
to do him right.
Is it Man of Steel okay?
It's horrible.
Fuck no.
It's
I've
seen
so
some action sequences that are
bad,
kinda
bro.
cool.
The
Nah,
movie's
man.
bad though. The guy's a bad. He looks good for Superman, but that his acting is bad.
It's
and, like
bad.
the
The writing
movie
was
is just
bad.
Bad. The writing's so bad. I'm like, bro, Superman is the most badass. One of the most badass characters aside from Batman. How have they not gotten his shit right?
It's because the movies always try to make him like a god when he's just a dude.
But well, actually, I don't even watch them, so I don't want to speak on it too much. But I feel like those type of characters, like the Eternals and this type of shit, and like Miss Marvel or whatever,
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, they're hard to do because they're so OP.
Yeah.
How do you make them fight other people and still make it look cool? You know, how do you put them in like any relatable situation? This guy is a god in this
Man,
world. You know,
the best Superman comic is there's one where he gets cancer and it's fucking amazing.
Jesus,
Superman gets
Yeah, he
cancer.
gets
Jesus
cancer.
Christ, that's dark.
Kryptonian cancer.
It's a Kryptonian cancer,
And he's
he,
dying- well,
and he's
it's-
he dies.
It's like him and Batman's like.
No, it's just him.
Is their friendship or it's just about him and Lois? Or something?
It's just him and he befriends like this little child, and they just fucking vibe out
at the
for him.
hospital.
No, he meets him like I forgot how they meet, but they're just walking around the town.
Wait,
And
you
they
tell
just-
me Superman is at the hospital getting chemo?
he wasn't at the hospital.
Superman getting chemo.
Sorry, kid. Looks like the world's gonna be fucked up when I die.
It
Kid's
was
like,
just that-
what?
What are we going to do when you leave?
Who's gonna stop the monsters?
Lex Luthor's going to buy more property.
Better call Bruce Wayne up.
Oh
He's
my
Batman.
God.
Just start spilling all the beans before he dies. He lives here in this house.
Man,
Yeah, but like, and then Eternals was tough. I saw some of the action sequences, and they don't look good.
that movie just sucked.
Yeah, and then Captain Marvel. I never saw it, but doesn't look very good.
That's the beginning of Marvel just like falling off. That's why I'm happy I'm happy that Guardians is good.
Yeah,
So that it can like, so at least that part can like finish out.
they dropped the ball a few times, and even the last really good one, the Spider-Man one, I didn't totally love, to be quite honest.
I did not That wasn't a movie.
Yeah, I didn't like the villains. I didn't
even
like
see it. I heard it was good though. Not into the Spider-Verse. That was the
Oh,
animated one. That one was good.
No Way Home.
No Way
No
Home.
Way Home. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that.
No Way Home. Far From Home. You're never home.
You're never home.
Never home. Go home,
Go
Spider-Man.
home.
And go love
So
Zendaya.
is Zendaya Mary Jane?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What? Whoa.
I'm saying it here. I'm saying it now.
Oh God.
I think they should bring in another love interest because they seem to have soured their relationship already. Like, at the end of the movie, she doesn't remember who he is.
Well, that's the point, because then they're going to meet again and fall in love.
What I think they're going to do is I think they didn't really think it through enough, and they're just going to fucking jump over and be like, oh, she figured it out, and like, we're time skipped, and now they know who they are, and they're in love
They're going to
again.
figure it out because he's going to go to he's going to get his. Oh God, the way that last.
Oh, the
one
fourth
ended
one is in college,
was
huh?
so fucking good.
Yeah.
He's going to basically be broke and be poor.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. That's the best Spider-Man.
Go
He got
steal
no money.
He needs to go steal, bro.
And he got a new he got a new suit. His fucking aunt died. Everything is amazing.
I like the Toby
Oh.
Spider-Mans, bro.
I couldn't believe they killed Aunt May, dude. Hot Aunt May.
They killed the fuck out of
I
Aunt
thought
May.
for
Who
sure it was
played
going to
her?
be
Who played
happy.
her?
Damn. I forgot
Homegirl
her
from
name.
My Cousin Vinny.
Marissa
Yeah.
Tomei?
Marissa
Tomei.
Tomei.
Oh, Marissa Tomei is a babe,
Yeah,
man.
and they made her look real good in this.
Even though
They
she's
did.
old, but she still looks great.
They
dude.
put her in some
bad.
big old dorky glasses and like high waisted jean shorts.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's
I
a
was like,
babe.
this is an American Apparel babe.
She was fine, bro. Happy was trying to give it up.
Happy was trying to give it up. Yeah, those are good. They're good characters. It's just the movie itself. It was too much of a fan service, and it just
Yeah.
wasn't good. And a fan service, like not to the comic books, a fan service to
The movie
Marvel
people.
MCU fans.
Yeah.
which didn't make a good movie.
Or Spider-Man people in general.
Yeah, but does anything like that ever happen in Spider-Man?
What they like?
Like a story like that with.
Oh yeah, that shit happens in the comics all the time.
Like I know they jump between multiverses, but like, there's the one where they have to fight all the villains and there's three of them and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, do it better. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite.
But why does every superhero need a love interest?
So
Why?
so you can ground them.
No, I don't want
Batman doesn't have one.
it. Yeah, he does.
What? He got
Well,
a new.
Rachel,
Not Robert Pattinson's yet.
Yes, he does.
Well, he
Catwoman.
fucks on Zoe, huh?
Catwoman, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Batman is fucking somebody. If you see a Batman, somebody's getting fucked.
I just want him to be fucking bitches. I don't want him to have a love interest.
Does it take away from the
Same.
manliness of a superhero for them not to be fucking and
Well,
having
one,
a love interest?
Well, one, we got to show that he's
I don't
not
think
gay.
so. But what if we
We need to make sure that y'all know he is not
we
gay.
can't
but
leave
what
it
if-
up in the
But
air.
what if we have a gay superhero?
Oh, that the
Now,
theaters
hold
will
on.
burn.
A gay Superman? What if
Y'all
Robert
thought they
Pattinson
went
was
crazy
gay?
over Bud Light? Make Superman gay.
Oh, dude. Everyone's fucking peeling the stickers off their truck. Their Superman stickers.
Oh my god!
Fuck this dude. I
Not
can't.
my Superman.
I can't fucking believe they did that.
Superman gay, dude.
My
That
Superman
would.
don't suck
Oh
dick.
my god! Marvel would get the most hate like ever.
Yeah,
If they
Superman
made
would
Superman
fuck some
gay.
ass up, dude. Superman would
He
murder
would get,
a dude.
Superman would get in some ass, bro.
These superheroes can't have sex, bro. They can't have sex. How on earth does Superman have sex with
Well,
Lois?
Batman can. He's human.
Batman's just a guy, yeah.
But
Batman's
the
just
other
a,
ones,
Superman would
like
fuck some
Spider-Man.
ass
Spider-Man
up.
could
fucks
be.
her, boom, clean out the window. Launches him straight ahead. Launches him straight out the window into another building. He just lands in someone's living room butt naked. Superman's just, oh shit.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. No, they got to do a good Superman.
I
I mean,
imagine Superman to have a super dick.
for sure.
That would be
Yeah.
imagine.
I say that the most heterosexual way possible.
Shooting laser beams.
What does a Kryptonian dick even look like? That's a dick from another planet.
I imagine
know.
it always being hard.
Yeah, what if it's tiny? What if he's got a small dick?
Superman got a little baby dick.
He's in spandex all the time. We
you
know
would
it
see
by
it.
now.
You would see his boner.
Looking at his print, looking at Superman's print, and it's very small, and you're like,
Oh, he had to overcompensate in
See,
some other areas
That's something.
to make up for
That's
it.
why he goes to the
something,
gym so
bro.
much.
That's something that they got right with modern
my
superhero
God.
movies. They don't have the motherfuckers wearing tights and shit anymore.
Yeah,
Like
that's
little
just silly.
underwears and shit.
Because that works in a comic
Yeah.
book and a drawing, but not on a fucking human being.
Dude,
Yeah.
it looks
movie.
stupid. A grown man wearing underwears.
Yeah, come on, bro. Take the
They don't
tiny
wear it
buttons
on the
off.
outside, but they be wearing it on the inside.
The underwear.
Yeah.
You got unless they're free balling. You
Unless
got
they're freeballing.
Superman's out there fighting crime, free balling.
Imagine Flash walking around with no underwear. He trying to run backwards in time, and his dick just flying back. Nothing's holding it down.
You can't catch up, bro. It's just right behind him. When he stops, it catapults forward. Tears clean off.
Oh my god.
All right, but Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians.
So let me tell you what it's about, right? I'm not
Okay.
spoiling it. This is what the whole movie's about.
I pretty much know what happens.
Oh, well, I mean,
You don't have to say it, but I know what happens.
okay, you'll see. But so basically, it starts off with them, right? They're growing up more. At this point, they've built like a sort of spaceship civilization with all the other whatever they were like pirates, like space pirates.
The Ravagers.
Yeah, like Ravagers. Yes, exactly. So the Ravagers, they're nice guys now. Like they've made friends and they're not really stealing from each other and stuff like that. It's a lot more calm and like not as much crime and shit. So they're all living in this like hub. It looks like a big giant space skull. Like it's like a mechanical skull basically, and they all like drive their ships in it. It's like a city basically.
It's called Nowhere.
Yes, it's called Nowhere.
Yeah.
So, some shit happens. They go on a little mission, and Rocket gets shot. And basically, the whole movie, they have like some little machine, right? Just like in a future movie, they plug in a machine, they put it on the guy, and the machine's like, "This is what's wrong. We need to fix it like this." Like it's like code shit.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, they don't have the codes to fix whatever happened to Rocket. Because he's like such an anomaly, like in that universe, there's not really a lot of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to go to the person that made Rocket and try to steal the coding to save him, basically. So the whole movie is them trying to pull off this mission to go steal something and bring it back so that they can save Rocket.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, bro, it's so good. That shit, it was funny, bro. It was
Sad.
extremely emotional. So so basically throughout the movie, it flashes back and forth between how Rocket became Rocket.
Oh,
like when he's a
man.
baby, like a little baby raccoon. You want me to tell you, kinda?
No. This actually sounds pretty interesting. So, could somebody who's never seen the second one watch this one and still?
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
it?
For sure,
yeah,
dude.
Because
Yeah,
I've seen
for
the
sure.
first one.
The second one is a fucking banger.
It is a banger.
The second one's amazing.
But it's like a standalone. It doesn't really have anything to do with anything.
Yeah.
Because it's about his dad, who is like a god. So it doesn't really, but it's very good. It's very
fucking
good. And the
fire.
first one's a heater too,
And
of
his,
I've
course.
seen the
his
first
dad
one.
is Kurt Russell.
His dad's Kurt Russell.
Oh, Kurt Russell's Kurt Russell's a G.
His dad
Yeah.
is a whole planet.
He's like a spiritual god, and Peter meets him, and it's all this stuff. But so you want me to tell you kind of a little bit? Basically, the villain's name is the High Evolutionary, and his whole mission is to create the perfect world. And he like experiments on different creatures that he finds throughout the universe, like all these different creatures, and Rocket is one of them. So he's like experimenting on Earth animals as well. And so Rocket lives in this little cell with these 3 other animals, and they're all like, fucked up and mechanical, and they all like have been experimented on and shit.
Yeah.
And it's extremely sad.
Yeah.
And you just see as they get older, you just see like how they're trying to teach him, like, Rocket is Rocket. Like they basically like start to stand out amongst the others, and like he's like a little genius and stuff. It's very fucking good, bro. I don't want to say anything anymore about like what happens with that, but extremely emotional.
Yeah.
Very fucking good. And I don't even know what to say about the movie, bro. Everything about it was perfect. The action was perfect. There were so many good action sequences. At this point, okay, whatever happened, I don't remember like what happened in the Avengers movie, but in this timeline, like, or not in this timeline, at this time, Star-Lord and Gamora, the Green Girl, they're not dating.
Yeah, because it's a different Gamora.
Yeah, it's a different Gamora. So she has none of her memories from before.
From a different like universe.
Because remember, Gamora died. Her daddy killed her.
I didn't understand it either.
It was in Infinity War.
I know they killed her, but
He threw that bitch off a
he
cliff.
threw her off the-
But how did she come
Yeah.
back? Who is this Gamora?
So that Gamora is from when. So you remember they went back in time in Endgame.
oh,
Is that Gamora?
That's the past Gamora.
Yeah, so that
So they
Gamora-
found her and they brought her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
That
she
Gamora don't fuck with Star Lord.
So she
Like,
doesn't know him.
She doesn't know she loves him.
She doesn't
Yeah.
know.
She doesn't know she
she
loves
loves him.
She's like when you first meet her, like when she's Thanos' daughter, and she's like aggressive and like
Yeah.
she wants to fight Nebula
Still
and
hot.
shit. Still hot.
Still hot.
Zoe Saldana. Zoe Salada.
Salada.
And so they don't like it. That's kind of like one of the I don't know, dramatic like things that's going on, like problems.
Yeah.
Um,
You could tell he was James Gunn did not fuck with that. Like he was not happy about that.
about
brought
them
her
not
back?
knowing each other.
About having to do like a whole nother thing with Gamora.
Oh yeah, because you could tell they kind of
Yeah.
she could be dead in the
I think
movie, and the movie would
he's-
still play properly.
He's done with Marvel, I think.
Yeah, he's done.
He is
I
done.
think
Yeah, he's in
now
DCU.
he's a DC boy now.
Yeah, he's gonna do a fantastic
And
job.
guess what movie he's writing first?
Superman.
A Superman movie.
Superman
He's doing a Superman
Legacy.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
gonna be so
who's gonna be
good.
Superman? Have they said?
They haven't announced yet.
Oh man,
But
don't know
some
who's
people
gonna
that
be.
you wouldn't think, like the dude from Warm Bodies and stuff,
He'd be
I'm
good.
down. I'm
Yeah.
with a
I'm
weird
down,
ass
bro.
Superman.
they
movie.
just need to get swole.
I will love a weird Superman movie.
For real, man. I'm tired of the basic that they've ruined Superman too many times. They have to get it right.
You want a twink Superman? You want a slim, sexy Superman?
Slim, sexy, bisexual Superman.
Hello.
Superman.
Yeah.
Bisexual.
A trans Superman?
Dog. Superwoman.
Yeah. Or hermaphrodite Superman? He was born this way?
That shit would be wild, bro.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I'm telling you that movie was fantastic. Please go watch. I wanted to say more, but actually I'm finding that it's kind of hard to say a lot without
Yeah.
spoiling things.
I'm gonna go see it eventually.
But they give everyone a fantastic story, and they do close it out. It's the end of a trilogy. They're not gonna make another one.
Yeah.
They probably bring him back maybe in another movie or maybe years down the line for a spin-off or something. But it rounds out a lot of character stories, all the character stories, really.
I like
so
a nice,
well.
strong ending to a movie, man. I saw
Yeah.
one recently, not a superhero movie, but it's a movie based on a book from years ago. The book is from like the 1800s. It's a classic. It's called The Count of Monte Cristo, if you guys have ever heard of it. And
I
it's
don't think so.
what people call the greatest revenge tale like ever written. I read the book years ago in college. It's amazing. The movie did like a decent job of like covering the book. 'Cause sometimes movies they just don't have enough time to actually go through everything, but it did a decent job.
yeah.
So basically, it's about this poor dude like working on like a ship, and he helps like like pick things up and transport them. He's like a ship worker, and he's like a really good worker. And him and his homeboy work on the ship. He gets promoted to like be the ship captain by
Okay.
the guy who owns the ship. Because like back then in the day, like merchants owned all the ships, right? So this guy promotes him, and he's like, "You're promoted, like you're the fucking whatever." His homeboys who work with him are jealous. They're just like, "Yo, fuck this dude!" Like, and they think his bitch is fine, so they're like, fuck him. He has this fine chick. At the beginning of the movie, his homeboy's trying to fuck his girlfriend. His girlfriend's like, "Stop! Like, what are you doing?" Like,
Oh my god.
I'm with
damn.
homeboy. The main guy's name is Dantes, Edmund Dantes. So I'm just
That's
gonna call him
cool name.
Dantes.
Oh, I heard of this.
That
movie.
shit is cold as hell. So the guy's trying to fuck his girl. He doesn't know that the guy's trying to fuck his girl. He doesn't know anybody's out to get him. He thinks we're all cool, we're all good. And he gets promoted. He goes to meet the girl, and he's like, "Yeah, like I want to marry you now." And she's like, "Oh my god, I love you." And then she like ties a little like rope to her finger, like as it were a ring is, because he's like, "I can't afford a ring," but she's like, "It's okay. Like I'll wear this forever."
Oh.
Right? So like one day, like he's on a voyage somewhere with his homeboy, and he gets picked up by like this general because they're like on an island, and it's owned by like a sovereign nation. And the general tells him, "Hey, like I need you to transport this letter for me, but you can't open it because like I have a problem with people trying to open my letters. And like, if you can transport this for me, it'd be a great favor, a personal favor from me." And the guy, he doesn't know how to read or write. He's like, "Okay, I'll do it for you."
Yeah.
So when he comes back to France, which is where the movie is like set, his homeboy knows that he has a letter. So his homeboy goes and like tells the authorities like, "Hey, this motherfucker has a letter, and it has some treasonous shit." So they find the letter, and the letter has a bunch of like treasonous shit. Like the guy was basically, the general was like revealing like all these people are here. You can attack them here, like giving away like times of when people are going to be places, shit like that. So the guy who doesn't know how to read or write is carrying this letter, and now he's like convicted of like high treason.
Oh shit!
And they send him to this prison that's like on like an island off the coast of France. And it's like this made out of like stone. And they're fucking whipping him all the goddamn time. The dude is there for years. He's in prison for 13 years.
How'd the
Getting beat
general
on.
get-
Huh? You're getting beat on. They feed him like shit. There's fucking rats everywhere.
And the general basically pinned it on him and was like, "I don't know what the fuck he's talking about."
The general was like on another island completely, so they can't do anything to him.
Oh, okay.
He's not a French general. That's someone else. Anyways, so he's in prison for 13 years. One day he's like, I think he's like 7 years in at this point, and he's in his room, and he's like going insane. Like he's carving shit into the wall. He's like trying to keep track of all the days, but it's so hard. Somebody bursts up because the ground is kind of just like the ground's not concrete. The ground is like there's like it's dirt, but then there's like pieces of actually no, I fucked
Like
that up.
cobblestone.
There
looking
is
shit?
like cobblestone. Yeah, there's
Oh,
pieces
okay.
of cobblestone on top of it, but it's not like set. So
It's
somebody
like a
could push
makeshift
up.
ground.
Yeah, it's like a makeshift ground. So an old man pushes up, and then the dude Dantes is like, "What the fuck?" And he sees this old man. The old man's like, "Oh shit." He tells him, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but like
Yeah.
I thought I was digging out, but I accidentally dug into your shit." Because the old man's
Damn.
he's a prisoner in the place too. So then Dantes is like, "Okay, like fuck, man, like let's get to know each other. Like I don't know anybody else here. Like let's fucking be homeboys."
Bro, I'm fucking alone.
Yeah.
I'm alone. I have
Get out here
nobody
together.
So he fucking becomes homeboys with the old man, and they keep trying to like figure out how to like get out of the place, and they're digging for years. And the old man teaches him the old man's like, "If you help me, I'm gonna teach you how to read and write. I'm gonna teach you math. I'll teach you everything." He's like, "I used to be I was like an educated priest for years. Like I did all this shit, and I got thrown in jail because they thought I knew where like he's saying I used to work for this general, and they thought I knew where like this really valuable treasure is, but I don't know where it is, and they locked me up anyways." So that's what the priest tells him. The priest's like, "All right, so let's get to know each other." And he gets to know him, and then basically the priest tells homeboy that like it sounds like your homeboy set you up. He tells Dantes it sounds like your homeboy set you up and they fucked you over. And the dude's like livid. He's like, "I can't fucking believe it. Like, whatever. He's pissed, right?
This dumbass took him forever to realize.
Dude, years. 'Cause he can't read and write. The guy's a fucking idiot. So the priest teaches him everything. He teaches him how to read and write. He teaches him how to fight. He teaches him lots of shit. And then the priest dies because he's an old guy. And eventually, homeboy escapes because they come in to get the priest's body, and they wrap it up, and they leave to go like do something else to get more guys to carry it. And then he takes the priest's body out and he throws it back into his cell, and he puts himself in like the wrapping, and then he wraps himself up.
Ooh.
Damn.
So they think the dead body is a dead body. They don't know that it's Dante's.
Yeah.
And then they fucking chuck it over the side of a mountain into the water.
Oh my god.
And then homeboy like falls into the water and survives and like swims out and shit. And then
Oh my god.
there's so much going
The
on.
ass whooping that's coming to you when I finally swim
Oh,
to land,
dude.
bro.
So all right, let me back up a little bit. Sorry, but before the priest died, the priest is like on his dying breath. He gives homeboy a map, and he's like, "I actually did know where the treasure was. I was just lying to them because I knew where the treasure was the whole fucking time. I didn't want to tell them." And he gives homeboy a map, and he says it's off the island of Monte Cristo. And he gives him like on the map has like a bunch of clues. So homeboy gets off the island. He gets picked up by like a ship of pirates, right? So the pirates scoop him up, and they're just like, "All right, we're gonna battle." One of our dudes was like stealing from us, and we don't know what to do with him. So we're gonna pit him to fight to the death against you. And if you beat him, you can join us. And if you don't want to fight, we're just gonna kill you.
Fire.
And he's like,
Cold,
"Oh shit!"
yeah.
So he
Thank
fucking
God that old fuck taught me something.
Pirate
I know,
fighting
dude.
is crazy.
So he fucking fights the dude with a knife, and he gets the dude down on the ground, and he's like about to stab him, and then he's like, he lets it go, and he tells the dude, he's like, "Right now, you need to ask me for mercy." And the dude's like, "Yes, yes, please." And then the guy, Dantes, tells the captain, that the one who made him like do all this shit, the pirate captain, he's like, basically like, "Dude, like, I'll work for you like forever, but like, don't kill this guy." And then the guy, who is like super grateful, becomes like one of his best friends. He's like, "You're my dude. Like, you almost killed me,
Thank
but
God you didn't kill me.
thank God you didn't fucking kill me because you're about to kill me."
I'm gonna stick around with you.
So they stick around. He pirates for like years, for like 5 or 6 years. He goes on the seas and he robs shit and whatever. And eventually they have enough money to like buy a little boat, and they go to this island of Monte Cristo, and they like go through all these fucking different caves and shit, and like they're trying to follow the clues. And finally they find like this little cave underneath like the ground to where the water is, and he dives in, and there's like 15 chests full of gold, rubies, the stiffest shit, emeralds,
Damn.
all this expensive shit. So he's a billionaire overnight.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Fuck, now what do I want to do?" He's like, "I want to get fucking revenge." So dude, he buys the stiffest fucking crib, like a mega mansion, like a compound. He buys an
that's
insane
fucked, bro.
compound. And he like basically comes back and he like looks different. Like he grows like a beard and he kind of like dresses different, like fancy. Like no one recognizes him because he's been gone at this point for like 16, 17 years. So
Yeah.
none of the people who knew him in France, like the prominent society people, know him now.
What a life back in the day, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. So
Things like this could happen to you.
I know.
Oh.
He comes back and he finds out that his homeboy who got him, like, who fucked him up, who told on him,
He took his bitch.
he took his bitch.
That's tough.
He's married her and he's mistreating the bitch and he's cheating on her.
Damn, he's beating her and cheating?
Yes, the homeboy's doing that, right?
Oh.
So he finds this out and he's like, he makes this whole elaborate scheme to fuck these dudes over. And that's
I'm
all-
gonna watch this fucking.
That's all I'm gonna tell you guys.
How far into the movie is this?
I'm gonna watch.
That's
this shit.
about an hour and 5 minutes, hour 10 minutes into
Oh, that's
the
not
movie.
bad.
It's like halfway or a little
Actually,
more.
no, I want to say it's about an hour into the movie.
They did all of that in an hour and fucking 10
Amazing.
minutes?
I bet it's a very good second half.
Oh, dude, it's a journey, bro. Just
What-
the fucking
What was
revenge.
this movie set in? Well, not
It's set
when was it set in,
as-
and also like when was it made?
It was written in the 1800s, bro. The movie is set in also like the 1800s, 1700s, and it was made in 2002.
I'm watching this shit.
It
Wow.
was fucking amazing. I'd
It's the one with
recommend it.
Caviezel.
Huh?
It's the one with Caviezel.
Jim Caviezel, Jesus.
Jesus,
He's the one
yeah,
who plays
Jesus.
Jesus in the Passion of the Christ.
Really?
Yeah.
My man got some rolls, dog.
He got some rolls.
He got
man.
some rolls.
I know that's what his name was. It's a cool name. Jim Caviezel?
Jim
Yeah.
Caviezel,
I
bro.
wonder what the fuck ethnicity that is.
Just call him Jesus, bro.
Holy Jesus Christ, brother.
And he's a hell of a looker too.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude. That's a great movie and it's an amazing book. I recommend everybody check it out. It's honestly the best tale of revenge I've
It's
ever.
on Hulu,
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
bro. Fucking Hulu.
Joe, I think you're calling somebody.
Nah.
Call
never
911
mind.
and
No,
accident.
my bad. Scared you for a second.
Hulu.
That's pretty fucking cool. Those are the type of stories that I need to watch more, man. I just watch comedies, horror movies, And every now and then action movies. I never watch like the
That's like
dramas.
that's like an epic. I wouldn't even call it like a drama. It's like an epic.
Yeah.
bro.
like the Bravehearts and stuff. I don't watch those movies for some reason.
Braveheart is.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you guys about Braveheart. It's amazing. Bro.
Yeah, even like the Mission Impossible. I never watch any of those. It's all comedy and horror.
I feel
That's all I
like
watch.
Braveheart is too like old for me, and
I
I'm
think
trying to
you-
avoid Mel Gibson.
I think you'd still like Mel Gibson's cold though, man.
I don't want to
think
see him
you'd-
on screen.
Man, Braveheart's good though, dude. Braveheart's so good, man.
Shit, dude.
It's
I'll
so
rock with-
epic.
I rock with Monte Cristo because I fuck with Jim Caviezel. I fuck with him heavy.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's a
at
good
that
guy.
one, too.
Shout out to Jesus.
Yeah,
Shout out
they're
to
bringing him
Jesus.
back.
That's a good note to end, man.
Jesus is coming back.
Jesus
coming
is
back.
my savior.
Just break out in the song.
Jesus is my dad.
Bye, guys.
Oh, yeah.
That was really